Okay, we want to find the total surface area of a cube with an edge of 2.5 yards. Okay, so let's start with a cube. Nothing fancy, just you can work with 3 dimensions here. Okay, so there's our cube. Now the surface area of the cube consists of the outer area of every face. In this case, there's 6 of them. So we have the top and the bottom. We have the left and the right, and we have the front and the back. Okay, so top, bottom, left, right, front, back. And each of the, since it's a cube, each of the faces is identical. So we have basically 6 identical squares. So the surface area of a cube, that's going to be total area of 6 squares. Okay, so each one of those squares is 2.5 yards by 2.5 yards. Okay, so the area of one face is 2.5 times 2.5. And if we want, we can convert these to improper fractions. So 2.5 is, we could say that's 5/2 times 5/2. And top times top, bottom times bottom, that would be 25/4. And we probably want to go back to a mixed number. 4 goes into 25, let's see, about 6 times. Actually, no, before, let's leave the 25/4. So now this is the area of one side. And so since there's 6 of them, let's go ahead first, before we convert back to a mixed number, let's go ahead and take 6 and multiply this by the 25. So this is for, let's put here 1 square. Okay, so now let's take this 25/4 and multiply by 6, because there's 6 of them. So 6/1 times 25/4. Let's get a little more space here. Okay, well, 6 is the same as 2 times 3, and 4 is the same as 2 times 2. So it looks like this 2 and this 2 will cancel. Okay, so on top we've got 3 times 25, so equal 3 times 25, that's 75, and divide that by 2. Now, we probably don't want to leave an improper fraction. We could put this back into a mixed number or a decimal. Let's actually do both. So 75/2, that's the same as 37.5. If you want to verify that on the calculator, you can. 75 divided by 2 is 37.5, or 37 1/2. Now, the last question is 37.5 what? Well, the length is measured by yards, and if we come over here, this 5/2 times 5/2, what's 2.5 yards times 2.5 yards, so yards times yards is square yards. So we are working with, let's go with blue there. We're working with area, so we measure that in square yards. All right, and that should do it.